Very good, happy Monday morning to everyone out there across the Wobbles region and beyond. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather or night forecast, courtesy of On Target. Getting a look at the surface map out there, folks, we've had showers and storms that have been impacting the region during the pre-dawn hours of this morning. I've had a few rumbles of thunder out there, nothing severe. But taking a look here at the surface map, you can see we've got a warm front that's lifting north over the region. Then an associated cold front that's going to be whipping in here from the west, continuing to keep showers and a few rumbles of thunder in the forecast for us throughout today. We've got this initial round that is moving off to the north and east this morning. But if you look off here to the west, folks, whenever the cold front arrives from the north and west, we are going to be getting in on that activity here closer to our vicinity. Getting a look out there across the region, it's not a pretty start for us, that's a promise. We got low-hanging stratus clouds out there. We got the ongoing rain showers impacting the region, overlooking the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam here in Bowling Green. It's a similar scenario across the entire region, including the Beech Tree News Sky Cam overlooking Morgantown, where we have the damp, dreary conditions to kick off the new work week over in that direction as well. Temperatures have stayed up throughout the overnight, folks. We're going to be dealing with very strong winds as we work throughout today. They're going to be out of the south and west on the cusp of 15 to 30 miles an hour. That's going to be pegging highs to right around the low and mid 60s as we progress on into this afternoon. If you look off here where the warm front has already lifted north over the area, look over here in far southwest Kentucky. Fulton is already approaching the 64, 65 degree mark, approaching the 6 a.m. hour this morning. Total rainfall amounts that we've had over here since midnight, been on the cusp of a quarter of an inch. Highest tallies off to the north and west. The flats of Woodbury, Mesonet Station up in Butler County have picked up a half inch of rainfall, with more anticipated as the day wears on. Here's a little bit better view of what the ongoing surface map looks like. You can see the warm front lifting off to our north and east. With a cold front approaching from the west, it's going to result in more rain showers as the day continues to progress. So let's take a look here at the big picture. Here's our deepening low pressure up here near the Canadian border. Cold front is extending all the way down through the Longhorn State. And you will note how we continuously see the rounds of showers and storms arrive until the cold front finally moves south and east through the region, all right? So we get a little bit closer up view here to give you the full breakdown. Short-term model guidance is picking up on this very nicely. The cold front is still over here to our north and west. That's what's going to create our secondary as we get closer to lunchtime and on into midday. As we go throughout this morning, folks, we might catch a few hours to where we'll actually be dry right here across Wobbles country. But then the cold front presses in, advancing northwest to southeast with a band of showers that'll continue to impact the region. We might get in on a few rumbles of thunder with this. Nothing severe is anticipated. We go through our Monday evening, and we finally get the cold front down to our south and east, and that's going to open up the door to somewhat drier conditions for us to enjoy throughout our Tuesday. But don't get too comfortable, because we got another wave that's going to be arriving right on its heels Tuesday night on into the Wednesday time frame. So let's go ahead and let's break that down, shall we? Here we are progressing throughout our Tuesday. High pressure is going to bring loads of sunshine back for us. Highs in the 50s. It should be pretty nice in the great outdoors. With high pressure right over top of our head, winds will be rather subtle across the entire region. However, as we work into our Tuesday night on into our Wednesday, here comes that weather maker yet again. After that cold front gets to our south, folks, it's going to lift back to the north as a warm front, lifting north over the region beginning on Tuesday evening. And then you can see here the associated cold front and low pressure system will pull east of the region, bringing another round of widespread showers and a few rumbles of thunder along with it, all right? So here we are looking at Tuesday night. Here we are working into our Wednesday morning, and then we work into our Wednesday afternoon, and then Wednesday night into Thursday, folks, we get a surge of colder air in here out of the north and west. To finish out the work week, we're going to be keeping eyes on this Clipper system. This sucker is going to dive down to the south and east through the Great Lakes region and the northern Ohio Valley. By the time we get into Friday, it's not a guarantee, but you might get in on a few flying flurries out there, or even a few light snow showers. Temperatures are expected to be above freezing without the profile in our atmosphere. So we're not anticipating much in terms of any travel impacts coming along with that. We'll keep it on the cold side all the way through the weekend. And then, of course, whenever we work into Christmas week, here we are looking at Christmas Eve. We got another little tricky weather maker that we're going to have to keep close eyes on. We're splitting the difference here where the sub-freezing layer is going to be at. We could get off with a start of a wintering mix very early on Christmas Eve morning, and then transition over to light to moderate rain showers during Christmas Eve afternoon, and then throughout the overnight. Right now, Christmas Day looks rather mild. We will be warming back up. And then, folks, there's something that I want to take note of. We're about a week and a half or 2 weeks out from this, but we have a couple of signals that are showing rather strong indications for the opportunity of strong thunderstorms coming along during the last week in the late December time frame. Our first one is going to be on the 27th into the 28th. As you can see here, with this deepening low pressure right here in the cold front, we're going to have deep moisture surging in here out of the south and west. So again, folks, as we get into the latter part of next week, the 27th rolling into the 28th will be the first signal that we're watching for the opportunity of strong to perhaps even severe storms. And then again, folks, as we roll into the 29th on Sunday, on into the 30th on Monday, an even stronger signal arrives with this deepening low monster cold front bowing out and bringing in very deep moisture and some credible instability along with that. So we're going to need to keep very close eyes on that time frame, folks. We got numerous weather makers to watch this week. The ones that could be bringing more of an impact could be a few days there after Christmas, the 27th into the 28th, and then again the 29th into the 30th time frame. Okay, that's where we're going to need to keep close eyes at. Take a look at this moisture return on those two systems we were just mentioning. Here we are rolling into the 27th and 28th. Folks, that is an abundant amount of moisture for this time of year, nosing right up into our vicinity. And then the stronger signal, the 29th into the 30th, brings even deeper moisture up here. We'll be a little bit closer to the surface low. That'll be located right here. And yeah, it's definitely going to be worthy of keeping very close eyes on here for the foreseeable future. Total rainfall amounts here in the short term over the course of the next week. We're going to look at an additional 1 to 2 inches of total rainfall, maybe even a little bit more coming along with that throughout the remainder of today. And then again, Tuesday night into our Wednesday time frame is whenever the bulk of this rainfall will be coming along. Throw that on top of the 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch that we've already seen out there, right? So we'll need to be paying close attention to that regardless. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. Widespread rain showers throughout the day, folks. Brisk southwesterly winds 15 to 30 miles an hour. Pegging highs right around the low to mid 60s. You might get in on a stray rumble of thunder or two this afternoon as well. We dry out overnight into our Tuesday with mid 50s underneath partly sunny skies. Enjoy it while you can. Widespread rain showers, rumbles of thunder right back into the mix Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then, folks, the cold front gets down to our south and east, and look at that sharp drop in temperatures. A 10 to 15 degree differentiation. Wednesday afternoon near 60. Thursday afternoon, low and mid 40s across the region. Might have some hit-miss flurries or a light snow shower on Friday with the mid 40s realized. And then Saturday is not escaping the 30s. Folks, that'll wrap up your Monday morning weather or not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic